Hey guys, welcome to the Next Level Official Podcast, another weekly round of this week's events. You're here with your boy Speedy. We got Palo and Noobface down below today. How you gents doing?
What up?
How you guys doing?
Newbie below. It just doesn't go.
You like to be under Palo. That's all I'm saying.
On top.
Oh, he's on top today.
You're on bottom. I don't want to be a sandwich.
Well, you're in the middle, bud.
Oh man! So this week's been crazy, boys. Did we survive the big Xbox release of 2020 along with the Coronas?
So
What's
talking
going on?
about Xbox, who got theirs?
Well, I would like to say I definitely have it, but Amazon may have.
I have it in spirit.
Different.
I have it in spirit.
Amazon may have something to say about that at a later time.
Oh my god!
Really? So check this.
Did you see that Amazon sent out a mass email to all people who ordered from them with all the troubles, saying they cannot guarantee that you're going to have your Xbox on release day now.
Oh, well, so no. So check this out. Nice that you brought that up. So I saw, and I can't remember if it was on Facebook or not. Somebody has direct information from somebody working at Microsoft saying absolutely no one is getting it on release day except for those who had purchased it at either GameStop and got a version there. But the people who are being shipped more than likely are not getting them on release day.
So is this a shipping issue, or is this that they don't have enough boxes?
I think it's everything, bro.
I can handle a shipping issue. I can handle a shipping issue. Like, I don't need a day one. I just need to know that I'm going to get
but that's
it.
you not needing a day one. Noob needs a day one.
True.
No, man.
He's running around with his day one controller still right now from Xbox One. He's got it in a glass case.
I mean, here's the deal. If you're dropping 500 bones on an Xbox, you're goddamn right you want that shit day one, right?
Exactly.
You paid for that bitch day one. But
there ain't nothing to play on it day one.
Oh, there'll be something.
Xbox One games on day one.
Hey, they'll be Destiny. They'll be scaled up.
Destiny.
4K. Yeah. You know what we're all playing? Speedy?
No, we're not all playing that game.
Yeah.
No.
So check it out.
I would like to have a life and play other games other than
you don't have one now. Gosh. So here's the deal. So what I read was that it's a little bit of both, man. I heard it had a lot to do with overselling the consoles, right? Thinking they had so many, but they really didn't, and shipping.
Peter, what do you think? Like, I think Phil Spencer is constantly overselling himself and then delivering another.
Well, if he's overselling himself, they're obviously overselling, their Xboxes. I mean, how could you not, like, logistics-wise, know how many that you have, how many you need? I mean, there's obviously a huge demand. It's like, oh, we get it, like, and then what they're going to do the same thing like they've done everything. They're going to blame everybody else. They're going to blame their manufacturers. They're going to blame,
But COVID. I mean,
but this isn't news, right? I mean, it happened with the 360. It happened with Xbox One. It happened.
It was kind of expected, but it's going to suck for the people. I mean, $500. I mean, I want it like day one.
He just constantly was like talking trash. Like, I understand like the fanboys from PlayStation, Xbox, and this battle that you always have. But like when like CEO comes out and he's like, oh, our release is gonna be better for you guys. You're not gonna have any of those issues. And it wasn't any better. Like, Amazon didn't go live. Target was like the only one that went live on the time that needed to, along with Walmart coming on right after that part. People had shit in like boxes forever. Like, systems were crashing. Amazon came, like, my buddies were in like a massive chat. They were like, hey, Amazon came on live right now. And they're like, boom, trying to hit Amazon. I'm like, here I am on Best Buy for like the last 25 minutes. Through a meeting, refresh, and it never came on. Like, literally, Best Buy came online like 40 minutes after the time frame, and I'm like, dude, you told me it was gonna be a better experience. You have all these retailers lined up. You think you would have known there's gonna be, like, you saw what happened with PlayStation.
Everybody failed.
And then it's just like people complaining about things like. I got one through Amazon, and I was like, oh, yeah, boy. And then all of a sudden I get this, my buddy's like, hey, did you get the email from Amazon saying that your stuff's going to be delayed? And I'm like, wait, what? Let me check these real quick. And then boom, 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 boom. Yep, no shit, there it is. And I'm like, you know what? I can handle not day one because I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna be like someone I know that's probably gonna take off of work and call it sick and be there in his undies playing all day. You know that chair
Undies,
was
why
made.
waste?
That
Why
chair
waste
was
the
made
time?
for clothes. That chair was
It
made
was
for
made for that.
clothes.
So
Just
check
letting
it
you
out.
know.
So it's funny that we mentioned Target, right? Because that's where I pre-ordered from, and there was a statement today saying that people who pre-ordered from Target may be receiving an email today stating that they will not get their Xbox.
So
And dude, and I was sweating. I fucking refreshed my email, and I was like,
You were refreshing up until 5 minutes ago.
He's
yeah,
like,
man.
he's like, babe, can you check my
Dude,
email account real quick while
you
I'm in a
know,
meeting?
because this is how funny this is. I remember when the Xbox One came out, and I pre-ordered as well. I pre-ordered it online, and it was from Amazon. Now, the funny thing about that was I had gotten a notification 2 days before it released saying that I wasn't going to get it on time, right?
Ooh.
And I flipped out, bro. I was like, I pre-ordered that thing like the day of, right? Just like this one. I called and I talked to this dude, and he was like, "Hello,
You talked
sir.
to
Thank you for
Amazon?
calling Amazon."
You talked
And
to
I was
Amazon?
like, I
Mr.
talked to
Amazon.
Jeff. I talked to Jeff himself, and he was like, "Sir, how can I help you?" I was like, "Listen here, motherfucker.
Like, listen, Baze.
All right, look. Basically, what I did was I shredded my fucking account and I pre-ordered this Xbox One, and now you're telling me this shit's not gonna be here." And he was like, "Sir, we're so sorry." I said, "No, man." I said, "That's bullshit." I said, "I pre-ordered this thing the day of, like the day you said this is the day to order to get it on time. That's when I ordered at that specific time." I said, and I don't know how. This is the funny thing. I don't know how. He said, "Sir, I'll get it to you on time." And I shit you not, it came the day.
Is this like a Charlie Murphy story? Like,
Bro,
challenge
but
me.
my whole,
I
but I,
challenge you.
yeah, but I just, but the thing is though,
It
is
was
that's
a
what I'm
day
saying.
like any other.
Like the thing is like he already told me that there was not coming, right? That it was not going to be here, and just because of your fucking Karen customer me saying, "Hey, I want this shit on time, I paid for it," he made it happen. So so in that whole concept in itself makes me wonder, like, they make shit like that happen. I hope they do it for this one.
Well,
I
mean,
hope
like,
You
they
can't do that for
people.
everybody, though. I mean,
it's gonna be logistics. So like I can understand it. I mean, like, look, we got a president that's trying to like slow down our mail-in voting, right? He don't care about your Xbox or your PlayStation get here on time. So either like a huge ass box, little one. Let's throw that one over to the side. But
All I want to know is who did he
that's
get to
my-
play do? Who did he get to do his taxes? Was it?
it was
was
me.
it,
It was me.
Let's not go
I
there.
dialed in zero. I
That's
dialed
what
in
that's
zero.
Oh man,
that's what I want to go. Did he use tax cut
Hey,
or
we just
what is
got
it?
to 18 subscribers. Let's not lose one of them, okay?
Oh, my
That's true.
God.
That's
we're
true.
almost
That's-
we're almost to 20.
yeah. Hey
Almost
guys,
to a
we're
dozen.
yeah,
I'll
we're
talk
just
to
having fun. We're having fun.
I'll talk to my 10 and they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Mhm.
I'll talk to the other 3 in this household so that
Yeah.
we can get it all done. But like, hey, you're already seeing them on. Like, you got Facebook. I looked at Facebook Marketplace. You got eBay. Those things are going for $1,100, $1,200.
So
Some dude
stupid.
was just trying to sell his reservation for GameStop. He's like, "Hey, we'll go over there. We'll transfer it. You give me $500. This doesn't pay it off." Like, I know you're gonna hate me. I'm like, hey, it's crazy like how it is. But you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when we got the 360s that we went out and we stood in line.
Dude,
Oh,
me.
man.
No, this is a story for the
It's a
ages, bro.
little
I
newbie
worked at
little
Best
Stevie.
Buy. I worked at Best Buy, and
I worked at Best Buy.
John came to
I,
me.
I didn't work at
just-
Best Buy.
Yeah. No, I
Call
did.
yourself
And
a nerd.
Speedy came to me and told me, "Hey, man," he showed up at my work and he was like, "Hey, man, the 360s are going on sale." And I was like, "When?" He was like, "Tomorrow." And I was like, "So what do you want to do?" And he was like, "Well, I'm going to stay overnight." And I was like, "Get out. You're going to get it." He's like, "Yeah,
This
man." And I was
mother
like, "Oh,
effer
dude,
is such
dude,
a liar, bro.
dude,
he was
dude.
like,
Or
he was
did I
like,
kill you? Did
no,
I tell you?
You told me. You asked me
Okay,
to
I
come
might have done
over
that.
and
I
stand
might
in,
have.
in
Oh,
line
man.
until you got off of work. You came skipping out of work, all
keep
happy
skipping out of
shit.
work. I
Came
can see
in.
that.
Then like we stayed there all fucking night.
Overnight, bro.
Your dad
It was awesome. It
dad's
was a
bringing
fun
us like
experience.
hot chocolate and stuff.
Fucking
Everybody
donuts.
making sure we were still alive and didn't get shanked. And then like some rich mofo showing up at like 6:30 in the morning trying to buy people's spots in line. Like he's literally like, I'll give you $100. I'm like, fuck you, dude. And then he ended up paying like $300. I was like, 300. And he's like, no. Then he landed up paying some dude up there. Literally, noob buy it. We go in line. I wasn't even gonna buy one. I was just hanging out with him. Then I buy one.
He knew. He wanted one.
I bought one.
Twist your arm, right?
Dude, went inside. We're going. He's like, hey, dude, I'm gonna go get the extension on this Xbox. Let me go over to customer service. So he goes over to customer service. I start walking out, and some lady, like some like hoochie mama, comes up on the side, and she's like, hey, you want to sell your Xbox? And I'm like, I was like, I just threw a number out. I was like, nothing less than 800, 800, 700. I can't remember what I said. And she's like, 800, 800. Really? And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't think she had it. She's like, hey, daddy, he said 800. He what? Some dude walks around the corner, dude. Some dude walks around the corner, and he's like, oh, yo, bro. He's like, yo, bro, you gonna sell 800 straight up? And I'm like, I'm not looking for the cameras. I'm like, where the fuck is dude? I'm about to get jacked. And then he goes around and he goes, boom, he pulls out this fat stack. And when he pulled it out, dude, it was like that wide. I was like, this guy's dealing something. I should have said 1,000.
Just 1,000. Yeah.
And then I was like, and then he goes like, boom, 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 boom. He hands him over to me, and then I'm like looking at him up in the sky like a little kid trying to see like magnetic lines. The guy goes,
"Let me get my marker, man. Let me get my marker."
I know, I would if I had it. And the guy starts laughing. He's like, "Yo, bro, they're real." And I'm like, "Man, I don't know." And he was like, "All right, can I have the receipt?" I'm like, "Here." She's like, "Hey, daddy." I'm like, "Dude, you're like 32-year-old girl. Like, you can't be saying, 'Hey, daddy.'" And then they go off, and then Noob comes out. Noob comes out. He's like, "Hey, dude, where's your Xbox?" And I'm like, sold it. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going inside. I bought all my Christmas gifts. I was done. Yes. Walked out, paid off my card. I was like, dude, that's the best 24-hour turnover on my cash.
Yeah, and then he got one when it came out, and he got
I got one later on.
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I got one later on, but it was funny. And he's like, his face, you should have seen it. He was like, "Yo, dude, we're gonna play it." He's like, "Where's yours?" And I'm like, like, what? Like, I stabbed him in his heart. Like, I told him I didn't love him anymore or something. And he was like, and then
he's like, "That's okay, though. I'm just going to stay at your house and play." And I'm like, what?
I was like, we already know you don't share nothing. But on top of that, like, we also talked last week about the 3080, 3090s. Man, these resellers are selling them, man.
Oh yeah,
up 5K, man, on Amazon, sending out notifications to people going, "Hey, if you want that 3080, which is the lower end, you can pay 5K to one of our one of our dudes."
You got to be a really special person to really fork over that kind of money, knowing damn well you're paying like a 200+ premium. You know, I mean, ridiculous. I mean,
it's
like money and you need it.
It's crazy. Like, I think sometimes, like, it puts these things out of consumers' abilities, like people snapping up Xboxes, all that jazz. And like, you have here, like, half of those people, like, I think like graphic card manufacturers need to step it up and start putting out more of these, because you can't get a decent card nowadays without buying it on a resale somewhere, because you have all these Bitcoiners out there running around trying to build rigs, trying to earn their 100th of a coin so that they can make some money.
I mean, I had heard already, like, as they were pre-selling, like, they had already sent out an
before.
email. They sent out an email, and they're like, "All right, we don't have enough. Just letting you know before it's on pre-sale, we don't have enough."
I mean, like, I would love to get one, build it up so that we can run this show a little better, but I'm not going to pay 5K for, like, a $500 card, man. Like,
honestly,
there's no way.
I think what I'm really waiting for, man, is probably the beginning of next year, and I'm really hoping they without a doubt, they're going to put out a 3090 Ti version, and I really like the Ti versions. But I mean,
I like Ti too until he went to jail.
Oh my god!
No.
Well, that's like it's like everything. It's like
no one on the corner like swagger like us, swagger like us.
Well, it's like the Xbox, like everybody's like all running to get it, like day one, like they want it. I get it. Me, I'm gonna wait. Other than the fact that it's money, but like the shipping, and they're gonna be throwing and hustling, and things are gonna go like.
Were you saying they're gonna damage my Xbox, bro? Huh? They're gonna pull an Ace.
There's gonna be some dude. He's gonna be like, "Fucking faces." He made fun of us on this.
He's like, "We're going downtown."
You're gonna see the Amazon, like the Amazon delivery guy. He's gonna be pissed, It's like 4 p.m. He's like, delivered like 1,000 Xboxes, and they're too heavy at this point, and he's just fucking NFL punching them. Just
Yeah, it lands at the door, and I pick it up, and I'm all, this sounds broken. Most likely, sir.
He's like, it's not supposed to rattle in there.
Yeah.
What's going on? But you brought up a good point, Bill. Like, I've been burned in the past with trying to get like right off the time, and it wasn't just from my crotch; it was from purchases that I've made.
Oh,
was it from that Vegas trip?
that
not
went
at all.
a little south
Hey,
there.
Not at all.
Penicillin helps a lot of things, sir. A lot of things.
Oh,
A lot.
Oh.
But I bought the HD drive from Microsoft back in the day, and I was like, oh, the battle between Sony and Microsoft on HD versus Blu-ray. And I'm like, I'm going to go HD because it's better. And then I have a fucking $200 paperweight for like the longest time. At one point, I could buy like
the movies.
I could buy those movies for like $5 for $10. It was like at the flea market trading. I was like, how many versions am I going to get of King Kong? Like, Jesus Christ, can I get another movie?
That's so funny because I remember when HD DVDs came out, and all of a sudden it was just less and less, and I was like, where are the HD? And it was like just like one. It was like, oh, we got
HD
Troy.
DVDs. So
Like every player
when the players
like
came out, and they were like $1,000, and you
They're
had to have them.
They're like,
I bought
I was in Blockbuster asking. They're like, hey, they're back there with the laser
Blockbuster.
disc. Back there with the laser disc, bro.
Dude, I
Go
remember
get them back there.
I remember when the DVD players first came out, I went literally to
You're
Best
old.
Buy right in the morning, and I bought one. And then my pops calls me. He's like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. And he's like, hey, I'm just telling you, I heard these like DVD players are coming out. Don't be spending all your money. And I'm like, I literally
He's like,
have
okay.
a brand new.
He has it
Yeah.
in his hand.
Yeah, no, I literally have a Sony DVD player, brand
Oh, so
new,
you even
with
screwed up there with Sony.
with the Matrix. With the Matrix, Sony was the
That's a
best
good
back
movie.
then. Yes,
No, don't get me wrong. They have good. That's okay.
It
What I'm
was.
saying
We
is
had to
that
carry
they're
Yeah.
expensive.
Noobs.
It's
Trinitron TV
Oh.
up and down
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Tron.
stairs. Thing was like
And my-
1,000 pounds.
Oh my gosh, it was, man, it was.
Like,
But we
that,
bumped
like,
it out because,
like 40-inch like tube TV, like
dude,
Mhm.
hey, I
Flat.
had these
Yep,
Bose.
yep,
I
remember
had
that
these.
one. Oh my
I had
God,
these-
It was heavy.
Dude, I had these Bose speakers.
My
And
back's all
me-
fucked
me
up
and-
from that.
dude,
Was
me
it
and
the
Speedy-
military with that?
Dude, me and Speedy would bump those speakers so loud, dude. It was
How can you
Those are the
bump?
days.
How can you bump Bose? They don't have no bass.
what are you talking about?
No,
Mm.
I'm not a
What
Bose
are you-
fan.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
not a fan of like any good technology, from what I
Yeah,
hear.
you're
I know quality.
you're a fan
I
of skull
know
candy.
quality. Skull candy. Oh my God.
He likes
I
the
love
one,
skull
he likes the ones with the little mouse.
The
I
mouse
need
ears
I
with
need
the cat
mouse
ears. The
Yeah.
cat ears. Looks all cute.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had to give him these headsets to wear. Just
No, these are my headsets. Excuse me. Those
he
other
took,
headsets
he
are in the
took the
box.
ears off. He took the ears off.
These are my B Moda, and like it's the only expensive thing that I have. So
So what else you got? What else you got on the list? guys?
So big news. So like we talked about Microsoft effing up their launch just like Sony did, and the massive demand out there. But then they came back and they totally redeemed themselves. They just acquired what, bro? What did they just acquire?
Bethesda, man, Bethesda. So
That's
it's
Bethesda.
so the thing is it was the sister
The parent
company, or
company,
something, right?
No, it's
the
a parent company for it. and they
sister
own-
parent.
It's like it's ZeniMax Media owns like all these little conglomerates of small studios, but
But
is the
is the
big
main one.
one.
Yeah, but the thing is that's really awesome, man, is that includes Doom, Elder Scrolls, Fallout series, Bayonetta. Like this is a pretty huge grab. And I think the best thing about this is it gives Microsoft the upper hand. It really, really does. This is something Sony cannot get. It's just
Yeah, he
huge.
made some
And they're not
faces.
and
You're not excited?
and
Free
they're not
games?
done. Bello, are they
games?
done? Are they
No.
done?
No, they're
Free
trying
games?
to pull. They're trying to pull an Apple and just buy everybody out.
Well, that's the danger, right? So, some of this has been really good for us. I don't know why you're making your faces, man.
Yeah, man, this
Fallout's
is
a
like-
good title series. You got Doom.
All these games are going to be available at the Ultimate Game Pass, bro. This is like your bread and butter. What the hell?
free.
Hey,
Your-
if it's
your
included, I'm
price.
fine. I'll play it.
it's your price, free. Free.
Free.
But like those are some good games like Skyrim, dude. I'm gonna play it again. I was just
I've
really
never played Skyrim.
dude, it's a
Fuck
good
Skyrim.
it's a good game. I just got pissed when my save got fucked up like when I was at
You
like
got that bug. You got the bug.
97% complete. I fucking saved it at the wrong point in time. And it would I cleared everything up but that one little thing and it just totally fucked. I was like I threw a noob face. I wanted to smash things.
I'll not forget that. I will not forget that. I remember that. You
I
were
was
so
so-
pissed. You called me and you were like, dude, you know that glitch? I'm like, yeah. He's like, it happened to me. I can't save. You're like, so upset.
Just think if you lost your Destiny account. That's how you would feel. All your exotics are gone. Your legendaries, everything.
Oh my god.
Just gone.
Everything's a legendary for noob.
Exotic.
He's like
Exotic, okay.
but
Exotic
I
baby.
know I think this is where
I got an exotic, man.
they're CYAing themselves all the time because now like they don't have any launch titles. They're just increasing the library here so that they can offer you something else like
So do
something
you
else
think-
worth
do
a
you
lot of
guys-
play.
So do you guys think though, like with them like grabbing, these companies and their games, are they gonna make them exclusive?
Yeah, that's what they said. These
They're
are
gonna
these
make
are
them
not.
exclusive.
Yeah, these are not Sony's property. Like they cannot get this even if they wanted. Meaning they're fucked. They have
Are there
control,
any of
bro.
those? Like I haven't seen any of those on Sony to begin with, so I'm not sure.
Elder Scrolls, I could have sworn. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure, but yeah, I mean, even if I think Doom isn't Doom on PS4, but there's other
I think
titles.
some of them are, but I
So
can't
is
say
it
for
moving
sure.
forward?
So moving
know-
forward, they say they're not done. I honestly suspect they're going to take Sega. I think they're going to
Well, what
knock it
does
on
Sega
Sega's
have?
door.
Well, they
Okay,
did try
so-
to
okay,
buy.
here's
They
the
did
thing.
try to buy Bungie, and they were too expensive.
Yeah, no one has that Bungie money. So
Well,
here's the
that
thing.
Bungie money.
So here's the thing. Speaking of
glad.
Sega, Jack.
They totally
I'm-
jacked up that whole deal to begin with at the very beginning.
So the thing is I'm glad you brought that up, man, because if they had Sega, I don't think Sega doesn't have anything new, but it's what they had in the past. I think that's really important, right? Because, it's Sonic is great. Tons of Sega games, man. Crazy Taxi, Daytona. I mean, there was like some
those are
really
great
cool.
to have like as your ROM on your computer, but like how
But
many?
like,
how,
like moving
how-
forward, like
how often
I
are you
mean-
gonna be playing it? Like you
But-
guys
but
spend like
my-
Sonic,
99%
is Sonic
of
all
your
of a sudden
time.
going to drop
playing-
in with Master Chief? I mean, what's going to happen?
But we don't know. But I mean, that's kind of the beauty, because with
It could
Sega, it gives them
happen.
the ability to make other games, right? There is a lot of other stuff they could possibly do under the Sega realm,
I just hope
and it has good potential.
I hope the purse strings open up at Microsoft for these guys, and it helps them, develop better games because
Yeah.
obviously.
Or what if they
Microsoft
got
hasn't been able to
Konami?
develop- Microsoft hasn't been able to develop a lot of these games
Yeah.
themselves, or this level of caliber of games.
Oh, God.
If they got Konami, bro, Konami, double. I'm talking. I mean, for real. Phil.
No, that's
They're
not
like-
going to happen. That's not
Look
gonna
at those
they get
brows
Capcom
back.
next, and then they just keep growing bigger and bigger. No, like I think
No.
it's gonna get too expensive, and they have to produce. And so, like one of the things that I saw and I told you about is like the expansion for the new the new Xbox, that you have to have a special drive for that crap to be able to play it. And so,
Yes.
you're just forked over if you're buying the number one deal. Was it $500? If you're going for the lower end, is $299, and then like on top of that, you got to pay $200 for a fucking drive for a
But
terabyte.
they did say that other manufacturers later on,
Later on.
well,
It's like the
which,
whole
which is the same for everything.
So-
Because
so-
when everything first comes out, just like it did with the 360, the Xbox One, they all had their external storage, But it wasn't until afterwards they started having allowances, and I think that's what's going to happen.
I think
with
this is
I'm just-
different, dude. They
I'm-
specifically built this system around this fucking hard drive, and so like you have to have the match the same speed and capability. So unless you're going to get an external that's going to give you that price point, if I'm a manufacturer and I know there's a high price point out there, I'm not going to drop mine so low that it's not going to be worthwhile.
Yeah, but if you're
technology is
but if you're
expensive.
going to drop yourself low enough to combat and know that you're going to be the A runner now, right? Because no one's going to want to spend 200, you drop yours to 150, you're going to be the new King Ding.
King Ding.
King Ding. Who wants to be the King Ding? So this is going to be interesting to play out, but yeah, man, fair enough. I mean, it's a really big price point.
I think it's
for
just something they just
storage.
didn't tell their consumers, and like it's now kind of
Until
a bitter
after
pill.
you bought it.
Oh,
Yeah, because like
Oh,
because
yeah.
the $2.99 version they've been selling and like hawking around like it's a great deal. You only have 500 gigs, so like any one game you play is pretty much going to fill that bitch up.
Like that's
So
Yeah.
unless you get an external drive, like you can have an external drive to store all your shit on and play old games off of. But if you want to play a new game, you got to migrate it over. So you're just gonna be like, hey guys,
Yep.
sorry I couldn't show up for Apex tonight or Call of Duty because I had
Call
to
of
delete.
Duty.
I had to delete my other game. I had to delete Gears. So just give me like 20 minutes and I'll upload.
Bello
it.
would be like, I have to delete Battlefield, guys. Sorry, it's going to take 58
Hey
minutes.
guys, what
I
am I
love
gonna
my
do?
Battlefield. Thank
I
you.
have
It's
to
still
load
on there.
every expansion in Destiny to be able to play Destiny. So how's this gonna work, guys? Like it's gonna be jacked up. So I think it's a bitter pill that they just really didn't tell us about. There is
you're
some
bitter.
rumor- I am
I think
bitter.
you're bitter.
Bitter. I'm a pragmatist when it comes to new shit. I want
Well,
I want
like
to see
Noob-
results.
Noob wants everything new, so he's probably gonna get that new.
Noob
what is
sees
it,
anything.
Amazon.
He's like the
Am-
first fish that gets caught in the lake, man. He sees something shiny, he's like, and I'm like, oh, dude, did you just see what happened to him? Fuck that. Anything shiny comes around, let's stay away from it.
So wait. Noob.
See him on the way out.
No,
Hey,
hold on.
hey, says the guy who got 2 Xboxes. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
one.
yeah.
One right
says
now.
the guy who got 2 Xboxes.
One.
Yeah, talk
So
about
tell me
fish
what-
out of
wait.
water. Talk about this. Speedy's flopping around. No air. I can't breathe. Just take me now.
So tell me, Noob, are you gonna be getting the new Amazon Luna?
No, I don't deal with that shit.
Tell me about Luna. I don't even know what it is.
So
Sounds like a
Amazon Luna-
nooner, but a Luna.
So it's Amazon.
Hello, what is it?
Google
What
Stadia.
is it?
No.
I mean,
so
right?
Amazon, it's Amazon doing kind of like the same thing Google was doing with their Stadia. If you guys can remember, which is
Shadia.
Stadia, yeah.
Skadia,
It's the
Shadia.
same thing. I mean, but
Stadia.
they're treating their games kind
Not
of
on
like
this lady.
channels. So you're having to buy a subscription for a channel, and later on, the next channel that they're gonna have available is Ubisoft. They're just it's too late, man.
You mentioned
It's
this
too
is
late.
kind of like cable earlier when we were
That's
discussing.
what I mean. Like you're buying a channel. Like
I just
you're
feel
buying
like
a
I'm
certain
gonna
channel.
get fucked with like some shitty channel that I'm not gonna play. And I'm like,
That's what I mean. It's like you're getting these channels and you're getting all these like shitty channels you don't watch. You're only getting it because you only play that. You're gonna play that one game. You're gonna watch that one channel. Like
It's like I'm
so
paying for
stupid.
public access and like some other like weird channels, and I'm also getting the sci-fi channel, and it's like the one channel I want to see, but I got to pay $15 a month to see it. It's like what's like really?
You calling public act? No, I'm just kidding.
that
You don't
was-
like that one guy that makes music at night? Hitting
don't
random
make fun of
objects.
public access. What do you think we're doing here with this podcast? Just the next generation, bro.
Brought to you by the letter A for E.
For a-hole, which Noob is.
I feel like there's just all these guys are all jumping into markets and they're trying to piecemeal stuff, and it's just like right now, like I can talk to the kiddo and I'd be like, oh man, you want to play some Nintendo? Want to play some, all the old retro games that I love playing? And he's like, no, that's old. That I don't want to play that. I'm like, your only target audience for a lot of this retro crap is us. And at a certain point, we're not going to want to play it anymore. It's like, hey,
It's fun to have, but it's
just
just
ask
like
Noob. It's good on the toilet, but then after that, it's just not.
It's not really,
It's not that fun.
Noob's waiting to play Destiny on his iPhone. That'll happen sometime soon ish.
they've already sent out the beta testing.
Are
so
you part of that beta testing?
Nah, man, I'm really disappointed. I really don't want to get into it. Thanks a lot, Pello, for bringing that shit up. But, I really don't want to get into it. I
Right.
checked my email and I don't have my invitation, considering the fact that I fucking did it day one. Thanks. So, yeah.
Oh, I heard you
Yeah.
had to resubmit it after this last round, so I think that may be Sir. why
His
you
mouth
not
just
getting it.
dropped.
Hey, fucking go figure. Whatever. It's all right, man.
So
But
You son of a bitch.
so
it's
that
gonna
there
be
is some news
exciting.
on that front. So what's going on with this new beta version that supposedly is going to be coming out right now? What access do we got? A little bit of access?
What do we got?
No. You're gonna have to play. It's gonna be like
It's-
the
It's
PlayStation
Apple
Play,
stuff.
dude.
I don't.
It's
Other
PlayStation.
than,
It's like a PlayStation Play. Like you have to play on your fucking console. Like
I think it's
stream
gonna.
it through your shit through your console. So
I think what
What?
it is. I think it's gonna be like a web version. It's not gonna be an application itself.
No, it is an
So-
application.
It is.
No,
an
it is.
application?
Yes, it is an application, and you get to play it just the way you do. So you can play it from anywhere. You could be in an airport, you could be wherever, right? And the whole idea is that you play your games on your Xbox on your phone, period, right? But what they're testing right now is the capability, just because of the hoops that Microsoft had to agree with Apple to go ahead and make it happen. So I think just the fact that it's happening is going to be cool. We'll have to see reviews of how the beta runs.
well,
I
I
think
mean,
that's what I have to do, because I haven't heard anything yet.
So-
It's fresh.
you got that
It looks really good
information.
on Android. I'm just saying it works great. I mean, I'm just saying.
Until you have to reboot your Android.
Until
Nope.
until it catches
Nope.
your pants on fire.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then you
Yeah.
can't do
Nope.
anything.
No.
Yeah,
But-
then you just can't do anything.
On that front, there was actually some information that was received. The California judge that's overseeing the battle between Epic and Apple's said basically they're going to release the next
Apples?
Apples.
There's more than one?
I like to say it as apples. It's just strange. There's just one person. They might get all lonely.
So
they
what
met,
happened?
They met basically, which is funny, just like this. They met in a virtual courtroom, and they had the basic preliminary layout of the antitrust case that's going on.
But
Competition.
didn't Epic get some like backup for that, like Spotify and like some other companies like are
Well,
like
this
are working on
particular
that?
this particular article was just saying, like, the judge was saying that this is going to be on the edge of trust, the frontier of antitrust law, and so that they're trying to cross their T's and dot their I's as they kind of go forward. And so one of the things that she recommended was that they go to a jury trial, a jury decision once they actually have the litigation that's going to occur next month, starting next month. And they said they could be. They like basically like this thing isn't going to get resolved for like a year, man. And so,
Oh, yeah,
and
of
It's
course.
gonna be, yeah.
so like they're talking about July of 2021, and then on top of that, like whoever loses, like she even said it in the statement that she sent out, that whoever loses is probably going to slap a lawsuit right on top of that, and it's just going to go through another round of litigation. And I think this is going to keep going on until one of them like kind of gives, or they come to an agreement, like a gentleman's agreement on what they got going on here. So
I honestly think that's what's going to happen, but the fact that it has to happen this way is important.
I think just at some point they Apple needs to
And Apple just turned off your phone.
yeah, and Google
No cell
too,
service.
and Google too.
Oh
They're
yeah,
the
yeah,
same- they
yeah,
say-
Bella.
Google too.
Yeah, Bella.
Google too. I mean, like
And
the amount of
see,
money that they charge developers to
outnumbered here.
get access to it, like, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. We'll let us jailbreak our shit, and then we can go operate the
right.
way we want to operate, right? Give us
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree,
why
man. I
jailbreak
agree.
her?
I mean, the whole. I mean, wait,
I mean,
hold
iOS
on, because you,
14 just dropped, and people are
yeah,
making all
'cause-
kinds of complaints about that crap too.
Well, I mean, with Android, you root
sorry.
the
With
same
Android
shit.
bubblegum
Same-
But
and
I don't
Same
have to
flavored
root
ice
mine
cream
just to
out
get it how
this
I
week.
like it.
No,
Okay.
but I mean, you don't have to do that with iPhone
What
either.
version is Android on? Bubblicious now?
Pello.
Bubblicious. They just came out
Pineapple
with
fruity?
11.
Pineapple fruity? It's not called 11. It's pineapple fruity.
Cookies and cream. Oh wait,
Fruity-
there was a couple ones
Fruity,
back.
fruity pebbles.
So I think this is going to be really awesome for it to play out. We'll definitely have to keep tabs and see what's happening as far as like all the little litigations go. But we'll have to fucking wait, man. I'm excited, and I hope this is good for the gamers, for the consumers, and that is, I think that's my big pull. Is I really
Well,
hope something good
and,
happens.
And so we see how this gaming, I think like gaming, we've seen a lot of business get shuttered also through COVID. I think gaming has been one of those ones that didn't get that kind of effect. They got the opposite because you have people that are, revisiting things, getting out there. One of the things I've seen recently, just from looking at a lot of the streamers that are out there and how much I love streamers, but then I also feel like there's like very few unique streamers where there isn't someone that copycats and does the exact same thing. So not too long ago, within like right at the very beginning of the summer, someone was streaming and they were playing this game called Among Us, and it's basically kind of like a social game. If you haven't seen it, basically behind it, 10 people in a room, 10 people on a futuristic spaceship. One of them or two of them are the imposters, and basically
That's right.
killing people. This game came out in 2018. Like that's how long ago it was. And it wasn't until this one streamer came up with like 3 million people that when he hit it, like people just exploded.
That's right.
But that reminds me of
so they were and they even just recently said this past week that because they were going to come out with an Among Us 2, they stopped that and they're going to just keep they're going to go and redevelop their coding so that they can expand just Among Us, the first one, just because everything that's been blowing up from it.
So and it's one of the things that the reason I wanted to bring it up, like it talks about like getting your product to the right person, right? When they talk about like, I always laugh at these, I'm an influencer bullshit that you always hear that are going around. Like, I think it's kind of the difference. Like when you watch someone like it wasn't until someone named Disrespect was playing some rogue
Doctor.
And then someone here in this room, not named Palo, was like, "Dude, we gotta get it. We gotta play it." And so, like, I think if you
get your lips any closer to that, to that.
Well, I got to do what he does. I mean,
because does he feel the hair
2 times?
from your mustache?
He doesn't have hair, but yeah,
I'm
the
one
mustache,
time.
yes. And it's an Ethiopian caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Yeah, get it right. Okay, its name is Slick Daddy. Shut your mouth, Bello. Get it right. Don't get it mistaken.
But like this goes out to
how
like
many subscribers do you have on Twitch?
More than you.
Ooh, more than anyone on this.
That's no burn. Ain't no streaming.
More than the many cookies you made the other night.
I don't want to turn my janky laptop here on fire.
But like what like it goes to like, hey, if you can get your stuff to the right person or at least get it out there, like, hey man, if you're a struggling developer, start passing out some of those keys to those people. Like get someone
like
that's
us.
in mid-range, like right? Yeah, like us.
Mid-range? Yeah, we're so mid-range.
Let's
go, guys.
If you're absolutely desperate.
You can reach us on our Instagram or Facebook.
But
if
the whole idea is like
free key, send 3.
Yeah.
Only 2 of them are going to get used.
Is if you've already have 14 million surrounding, but you're needing 14 million and 18, send it to us, guys. We got you covered.
Talk about it. We'll throw you out. We'll get you on the show. Send us something.
Talk to our agents.
If we don't like it, we'll still have you on the show, and we'll ask you why you made your decisions. And we'll have
why did you do that you did?
We won't have any innuendos. It'll be professional.
We'll get it out to the 18 subscribers and maybe 2.
right.
So hit us up. We want to play
18 subscribers
for free.
So funny.
For free. For free. But like now you see it all over the place. Bill was right that they said they basically canceled their second version, which is awesome. Like now I'm glad that they got that amount of exposure for something that was out there just kind of flipping through the air until someone actually got a hold of it. Now you see like every copycat, like every Facebook streamer is playing it. Like every dude, every girl, like, oh, I'm the assassin or not. Like I played it. It was fun. I'd rather play with you guys and, kill some people.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Not Destiny. Hey, the Seas are calling. You guys have not jumped in.
Hey, bro, you want to play Destiny?
I'll jump in when you put your Titan outfit on.
You what?
I said I'll jump in when you put your Titan outfit on. So as far as
that.
So as far
you
as
are
new,
part of it. You're the sandwich. Yeah. You're the meat between the bread. So, all
right, let's keep it rolling. What else we got, man?
All right, Bella, what you got on the entertainment, man? What's going on the Star Trek?
In your neck of the woods, space.
So I threw this in there just so I can mention Star Trek because I won't ever get it in there because you assholes.
God, does Star Trek ever get in anywhere though?
Oh, it gets in.
So what's going on?
So what it was?
Boy Picard.
So all it was that because Patrick Stewart and Mark Hamill had done a commercial, and they had been talking about what everybody's always talked about is merging, like Star Wars, Star Trek, a movie, an episode. Oh my god.
The nerds.
It was
Star
just a
Trek.
talk.
I'm saying
It
that.
was just a talk. That's all it was. Don't get all
I got
sassy.
sick for a second. Ugh.
Oh my god.
So we're talking a
I see you watch.
crossover?
Hey, I watch you. I watch you seeing Lower Decks. So
You know, I've been trying it out. I want to see if I like it. Sassy characters. I'm not sure.
I mean, if I have to watch Star Wars stuff just so I can have something to say on the show, I mean, the least
You
you
watch
can
Star
do-
Wars because you like it, though. I mean, it's different.
I mean, like, I think you're head of noob in the Mandalorian, so
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. I do need to catch up.
you still have come to
so then
that's all that was. That's all it
That's
was.
all-
They had
that's all
talked
that was?
about it. That's all it was. They were talking about it and got everybody all like, it's not gonna happen.
got them all nipply.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
cold.
mean, yeah. I
And
mean,
then
it
you had
definitely.
had Noob. He was throwing me shade and telling me that all these Star Trek movies are canceled. It's
Oh
all-
yeah. I remember.
He's like, hey man, it's canceled, bro. Look, it's down. It's dirty. It's
No,
gone.
it's never gonna happen, man. They
Halo,
canceled
we're,
it all.
we're still glad you're our friend after all the abuse you take.
It's only because of
We
Star
need to get a
Trek. If
fourth-
you'd have just,
we need to get a fourth in here that's a Star Trek fan. At least
if we could find one, if we could find one.
So fucked up.
If I could spin around in a circle, I would. I'd be like, whoa.
It's fucked up.
Oh my
fucked up.
god. Oh my
That's
god.
so fucked
That's
up.
We like to
too
call
good.
them very unique type of people. They're very
It's just-
unique.
Well, let's get off of Star Trek then.
Oh
And
gosh,
let's
that's
go on
so good.
to did everybody? Because I did catch up to the boys.
Yes.
Define
Well,
catch up.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
Dude,
man. Come
What
on.
what's with
Episode 6
I mean,
just came out on
Dude.
Friday.
Like,
Dude,
I don't know.
so-
Okay, so this is my
okay, look, we're
excuse.
just gonna do some
I got-
spoiler shit.
It
I
took
got-
me
no,
a
we're
week and
no
a half. I
spoilers.
caught up all the way.
I got lost watching two other shows. Like I got watched.
Wait,
What
wait,
other
wait.
shows?
Watching the
What other shows?
The Umbrella
What other shows?
Academy. The Umbrella
Dumb.
Academy. Whatever.
So you didn't watch it? You didn't watch it?
And then
I've seen
I got
season 1.
lost watching the Chef Show. I watched season 1 all over.
Oh
again,
my
And I watched season 2.
Oh my god. So wait, you
Whatever.
haven't
That show
seen, you
is
haven't
so
yet-
good. Don't
You haven't seen the
Priorities,
6?
You don't like John Favreau? Favreau?
John
You
Favreau.
don't like him?
I don't like Favreau.
You don't like him? You don't like him? He made bread.
But have you seen Chef the movie?
Yes, I did. I watched it the other night.
Oh, you did?
It was good.
How'd you like it, man? How'd you
I
like
liked it. I liked it a lot.
it? Man, I
It
just
made me
fucking
hungry.
love
Every
that
time I
movie.
watch that show, like every time I watch them, like doing, like, have you seen the show, Palo? Have you?
I
Have
haven't
you
seen the
watched
show.
it?
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
dude, we've seen it. I've seen it.
I was like,
I've seen the
every
movie.
time- I will have like fucking just eaten and be full. I can't move and be watching it, and then I'm like, oh man, I'm hungry. Like, I want some of that pizza. I want some of that lasagna they're making. It's funny. It's just them
Those
like
burgers.
Just talking. Yeah, the burgers. Like, it's just them just talking about cooking. Like, I know you love to bake, and
This is why you have that post-COVID belly, right?
except it's on my crotch.
Oh,
Mm,
Post-COVID,
it's
post-COVID crotch.
probably going over. Like,
I have a Dunlap. Is that what you're saying? Your belly Dunlapped
you
over
mean.
your belt?
oh, that's so sad.
That's what a coach used to say to us. Like junior
yeah.
high, like your belly done lapped over your belt, boy. You got a Dunlap? Like, what? Huh? What?
Oh, it's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong.
It's funny. But yeah,
Um,
I got lost watching those shows. Like the boys, my buddy told me, he's like, "Oh, dude, there's some disturbing shit." And I lost one. I'm like, "There's disturbing shit in every single one of them."
Oh my god! Like I didn't realize like how bad it was until I got further into just the first episode, and I was like, "Fuck! Like this is gonna get bad."
Dude, like
And
so.
like I went through and I like streamed it like daily.
It's
caught all the
good.
way up. It's
I-
good.
It's-
I get a
it's-
kick out of Stormfront and Homelander's relationship, like just their.
You like
you
the
know,
banging.
you know.
like the banging that they
Why are
do.
you giving it away, bro? You're not supposed to say shit.
You can put on the side. Spoiler warnings.
They're
spoiler
fucking.
warnings.
Hey, they're fucking, and I'm
Dude,
just like,
that
what?
was-
like we're talking. This is the definition of how superheroes have
I bet
sex.
you noobs like,
if you-
oh, I want to get burned too.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like
No,
us,
no,
like,
Bellows.
hanging
No,
out,
Bellows
drinking
like
some beers,
Bellows like.
an
Oh, I
hour
wish I
in.
was that. Bellows like. I wish I was that chandelier. Destroy me, baby. Destroy me,
Throw me like that. Like
dude.
it,
I tripped out, man. I was
it's
like, wow.
it like literally like it's like one of those things like where like you're there and you're just like bullshitting with your friends like, oh, wouldn't it be funny, and then you like burned her boobs and she liked it, and then she slammed him on the floor like that. I mean, that's what that whole show, like, wouldn't it be funny you drove a boat through a fucking whale, like some disturbing
Yeah.
shit, like you watch it and it's just like it was so
There's a lot of oh
shocking.
shit moments.
One of the
Yeah,
funny
there's a
thing
lot of
I
oh
love,
shit moments.
the
When
funny
that
thing I
girl
love with the deep
exploded
is
and her tooth was flying by, like I was like, "What are we? What? Oh wait, hold on. You sorry, buddy, you can't be in the room. You can't watch this at all. You can go to the
dude,
other
the
room."
funny thing I like is the shit that happens with the deep, man. He tries so hard to like be an activist, and he like fucks up every single
He's
time,
like-
man.
he's
The
stupid. That's
the
why, 'cause
crab,
he's so
the crab
stupid.
that he's talking to in the supermarket. He's like, "I'll take that one." He's like,
When
"I
he
got
starts
you, buddy.
stripping out
You're
of the
safe."
mushrooms
And
he
all of a
starts
sudden,
singing with his gills, like.
The show
Dude,
is just
that is
crazy.
hilarious.
Like,
So what do you guys think about the Amazon talking about them doing a spin-off?
that's dumb. I think it's too soon.
It just
Personally,
depends.
Of course
too
it's
soon.
too soon.
what
and
what
I
is it
don't-
about? What is it
So
like?
the logistics that they've kind of thrown out is like they're gonna be doing like it's the boys like universe, but they're gonna be dealing with teenagers in college.
So okay. So here's the thing, though. But if we know that all the superheroes are man-made, right? So then that means that they would have to have been taking this stuff at a younger age by their parents
But
or something
remember,
like some
they're
program or something.
right.
So
So,
it's-
but remember, they're trying to refine it for adults.
You don't remember the baby with the lasers eyes? Going,
Yeah, bro. But that's my whole thing. I don't.
Man.
I don't really think. Yeah, I'm personally. My personal feeling is I don't think they should fuck with it. It's great the way it is. This is way too early and way too premature to think about a spinoff.
I can only think of one spinoff that I thought actually did well after the main show.
About that Friday night,
Don't say The Walking Dead.
Friday night when you had that spinoff.
Don't say The Walking Dead.
That's a blowout, bro.
So what? So
No,
yeah, what do you think, Speedy?
It was what about Sal when you talk about have you seen what's the show with the drug dealer, the scientist?
Pineapple.
No,
Not Pineapple Express. It's
you're
not
right here,
Pineapple
bro. Let's
Express.
elevate this. Like,
What drug dealer with the?
up to this? You're like way down here. Like
Noob, it's past your bedtime. It's time
we're
to go to
not.
bed.
It's no one getting high. We're talking about intellect. No, I'm just. God damn, I can't think of it right now.
Speedy's gonna put the little eyeglasses. Just
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think about it. It's the one with
I know
the.
what you're talking about. Our audience probably knows, like, and is spamming you right now in the comments.
Oh yeah.
Speedy, you
It's
don't know.
it's some dude named Ralph spinning comedy.
This is why we need a script.
It was off of Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad, the spinoff that came off of it about the lawyer, the shady ass lawyer named Sal.
Did you
That
all
El
watch
Camino?
No, what?
I don't know.
Did you ever watch
I don't
Breaking Bad?
I was not a big fan.
You didn't watch it.
I saw like
It was so
3
good
seasons.
that-
I saw 3 seasons, but that was about it. I didn't.
never
I
saw
just,
any of it.
I just couldn't get. It's, you know what? Remember how we talked about you had to be in that mood
Yeah.
to really get attached to a show? I think that was my
So
problem.
what? You have to be
I
in the
just-
drug dealer mood.
Probably,
No, it didn't have
like
enough
instead of
for him.
basically
I was probably watching Star Trek.
sounds about right.
There's no probably about that. You were doing it, so it'll be interesting to see what they have. I hope they don't do it right now. Let it go a couple more seasons before you start running out of material and you have to now reboot it through something else.
Oh, speaking of which, just throwing this out there to show you guys, but
Oh no! Don't look.
What's he got?
Don't look, audience subscribers. Unsubscribe. Oh,
Well,
bet
you
you
let me
already-
know how that jankiness works for you on those
Oh my
controls. So I doubt he's ever going to play it. You can mark it right now, whatever the timestamp is. We'll put it up like 24.
Timestamp.
I'm hunting
He
some
Probably
Guardians
already,
after
he's already
this.
played it and
He
beaten
will
it.
never finish it. He will never finish it. Just tell you.
TBD.
So what else? All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much it, man. I think we covered quite a bit of topics today. So I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think.
How do you guys feel?
I feel good.
Awesome. I feel
We'll
real
see
good.
We'll see if Xboxes show up.
All we know is that Noob and Speedy have TV shows that they need to catch up on.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely
Including
need to
Star
catch
Trek.
up on some shows.
Including
I
Star
just
Trek.
want to give another shout out to everyone who watches, continuously thanking everyone for the support that we have for Next Level Official Podcast. We honestly have a really good time making these episodes, so thank you guys for joining in on the ride. If you guys are interested in following us on our social media, be sure to hit us up at Next Level Official Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, which I handle. We also have Bello, who manages.
So you will never get a
Facebook account.
response back.
Yeah, so be sure. If
Unless
there's not
it's
a lot of
Star Trek.
posts on Facebook, you can get mad at Bello because that's his territory. So thank you guys so much. Please leave some comments down below if you guys like everything. We're always we love to read what you guys have to say. For the time being, it's pretty much just us commenting on our own episodes right now, but hopefully that'll change. So if any of you guys out there just want to say one comment, say something, we would love it. Thank you guys. So I hope everyone has a good night. Peace.
We're out.
Come on, guys, hit it. Jesus.